Hello, everyone, and welcome to our regular Tuesday night Collaborating Connections Professional Networking Zoom call. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I'm the leader of the group. Glad to see all of these smiling faces of those who could be with us tonight. We've got some members who are otherwise occupied or under the weather. So we send healthy blessings to recovering blessings to those that are sick. And congratulations to those who are otherwise doing business and just couldn't be here present on the call. But we hope to see everyone smiling and doing well next week. We are in the month of October, and our theme for October is out of the box marketing. So our discussion tonight is going to be about all of the awesome tools and methods that we are using as small business owners and managers to communicate what we do and how we can help others with our businesses and services. So always love to a little bit about Collaborating Connections. We've been around for the past 6 years. And although we started meeting in person, we, since COVID, have been meeting virtually via the Zoom call. And it allows us to connect with wonderful professionals across the United States and around the world. So if you are listening to a recording of this call, we want you to know that we would love to meet you and would look forward to you participating on a future Zoom call. Just send us an email or message us on Facebook or connect with us through our TTR networking website. TTR is our overarching parent company. We are one of about a dozen TTR networking groups that meet at various times throughout the week. We meet on a weekly basis, and that allows us to build wonderful relationships with each other so that when we give referrals, we can give very robust referrals, make wonderful connections, and on the behalf of our other Collaborating Connections members, speak a little bit about their business and why they would be an excellent connection for a new prospective client or customer. TTR networking has the R is for TTR stands for To the Rescue. And the word rescue is actually an acronym for some of the tenets that TTR networking has long believed in and supported. The R is for relationships. We believe that that is really the core of doing good business, is building strong, wonderful relationships. The E is for education. We take the time to not only share a little bit about our business, but to educate each other what's special about our business, how we routinely do our business, what are some of the vocabulary, the topics, the ideas that are relevant to our particular industries. The S is for success strategies, and we love to share with each other the things that work for us and explain how that might perhaps work for somebody else. The C is for community. We not only want to succeed within our own industry, but we want those around us, those in our community, to thrive as well. So we'd love to contribute our time, talent, and treasures to community organizations and nonprofits that share an interest that may resonate with us. The U is for understanding. So we're listening to each other and asking questions and trying to always better understand each other's businesses so that we can determine who would make a wonderful connection, and so that we can properly articulate to others when we're making those introductions, who this company is. And the second E is for execution. We could talk until we're blue in the face, but we also encourage each other to execute, to grow, to improve, to try something new, to implement the resources and the activities that help us each be successful. So that is the rescue acronym. And I want on a weekly basis, we kind of kick off our calls with the wins. What has gone well within the past week that helps us or allows us to be able to celebrate and shine and support each other in those wins. So I'm going to open the floor. Does anybody have any wins for the past week that they would like to acknowledge, share?
Okay, I'm going to start with a really strange one, but I'm going to do it anyway because there's a win because yesterday I started choking on some. It's not funny, but it's funny because I was there. I started choking on some food that was at the thing yesterday, and I have never seen my life flash in front of my face, but it did. I thought I was, as I'm saying it, I'm laughing because it was hilarious, but my throat is sore today. Now, my husband got up. He thought he was going to have to rescue me, but I'm fine. but it was one of those things that I had literally we did the CPR training back a couple months ago when we had it offered through TTR. And honestly, I'm so glad I did it, but I was even standing there thinking, I don't know if I could even, if it were me, as I'm thinking I'm about to die, I'm thinking somebody's going to have to rescue me. My husband gets up. Luckily, I was able to get it unlodged, but it was weirdest thing. So it really was a win because I was like, yes, there might be a lot of work for me to do here with all this catch up and stuff, but living is much better than dying from yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm being totally serious because it really was scary. And I don't know if anybody's ever been in that position, but my husband did look like he was a little concerned. And I had people around me not even realizing because I couldn't make any sound because I was choking, but it can happen very quickly. So I got through it, I can say, but it was a very, very scary moment. And I learned a lot of really good stuff over the last week. So I feel like, I got a chance now to actually do something with it. If that had been my demise yesterday, what a sad thing that would have been. I know I'm the only one laughing because you guys are all nice people, but it was just the weirdest moment. So
we are so glad that there was a positive outcome to it all. Were you just able to cough it through, or did you have to do the Heimlich on yourself, or what?
No, it's actually such a weird thing. I was eating a chicken wrap. I mean, literally it was a soft shell, but I knew it sounds so stupid, but when I took the bite, I knew it was too big. And it just kind of got lodged there. And if you think about how a wrap is very rarely, I mean, they're soft. It was soft. I was thinking if I choked on potato chips, because my throat is sore today. And I can tell that I can't even imagine somebody who really, but I mean, it could have been potato chips or something. It just got lodged there, and I couldn't figure out what the next thing to do was. I mean, I really didn't know. And I kept thinking, okay, do I try to, barf it up or so? It was the weirdest thing. So it was a fluke moment. And all of us, not all of a sudden, but slowly people around me, as I was, starting to breathe again, started realizing that what had happened, and they were all very serious and very helpful. And as I said, my husband was standing there ready to knock it out of me if he needed to, but it was just such a fluke thing. I don't know if I've ever seen, I was literally standing there in my scenes of my life.
Well, again, we are glad that you are okay and with us today.
So stupid. I'm sorry. I'll mute myself now.
Any other wins anyone has to share?
I'm out here.
All right. Hey, CB.
I'm driving, so needless to say, I'm going to throw my phone, and that's kind of why I don't have the screen on. Is all you're going to be looking at is the sky through my windshield, so not really much to look at. Just dropped off one of the kids here at the school, so in a way, that's a win. Nope, had a photography thing that I was going to do on Saturday night.
Yes.
Went and did. And as I commonly say, you win or you learn. I had a lot of stuff that I learned that I'm going to apply in about 2 or 3 weeks on the 28th of October, and refocus and take my learnings and go again.
All right. Good
So
job.
I don't like to put the energy of lose there. So I'm going to carry it forward. Got myself signed up for some shows, so that's positive coming forward. And Jennifer, if you end up having something happen, I guess we'll connect in the other side, so that works as well.
Did you really just say that?
Well, that's part of the fun of being me. Whether you're here or there, I'm just there.
I'm just kidding you, but I appreciate that, CV. I figured we'd be in touch.
So what he's saying is, if you pass on, you're still running these meetings. Like
Okay.
you're still running these meetings. You're not going.
I'm not going anywhere.
You'll have to
boy.
call us from beyond.
Yeah, you still have to come every Tuesday night. So
I guess so, or as I can, I'll be here. But no, but thank you, CB. I appreciate that. It's good to know.
You don't get rid of me.
Oh, good.
Right. Well, you keep us posted, CB.
Oh, I will.
All
So
right.
I got other things I'm working on too. So just one step at a time.
Very good. Very good. I have a win that I will share that is related to Kim. So there was a friend of mine that I made a connection between Kim and Lisa a while back. And I just happened to have a brief conversation with Lisa. I was like, well, how did that go? And she said, oh, we still haven't been able to connect yet. They had made several attempts, and then it kind of went by the wayside. And I was like, no, you guys have got to meet. So we had an opportunity last Friday. And I got everybody on a Zoom call, and Kim and Lisa talked. So I think last week's call, there was some mention about how many times, it's necessary to follow up. Sometimes everybody has busy lives and things happen, and you just have to do those follow-ups. So I don't know, Kim, do you have any further wins to share since the Friday call when you finally were able to connect?
Yeah, I mean, finally able to connect, and that was great. And I think I got to because we had attempted and multiple times, and I had emailed her a couple of times, and I just didn't want to pester. At a certain point, I was like, okay, I don't know if she's, thinking another route, and I know she's busy. So it was awesome that we got to connect. And I talked to her yesterday morning and sent her, and is it Tammy that she's,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, her business
I sent them
partner.
over a quote for bookkeeping. And so I've been texting with her, but I'm waiting to hear if, they'd like to go forward with that. But it was really great. And the other, I guess this is a win too. She had mentioned using Square for bookkeeping. And I was like, oh, I was like, we only use QuickBooks Online, but let me see what you got going on Square. Let's see what the software looks like. I have no problem with learning a new software. And so she texted me yesterday morning and she said, I just found out that Square doesn't do bookkeeping. So we are going to go back to QuickBooks Online. I was like, yes. So that's good for her and her business. I'm so thrilled that they're going to do that. So
Awesome.
yeah. So thank you.
That's actually really, sorry, I muted myself. That's really cool because she would never have found that out until it was probably, I mean, those are the cool things. Hopefully you end up being lifelong bookkeeper for her. But it sounds like, yeah, that's a great thing. So.
Yeah, her business is very cool and great ladies. And so it was a lot of fun to meet them. And she confirmed some stuff for me during that meeting that I knew I was right about it, about the FDIC and the banks and all that stuff. And so I was like, I kept thinking and telling people that, and they were like, no, there's no way. And she confirmed it for me. I was like, that is true. I was right.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. My other win was that I was able to get away this past weekend. I traveled. I went to Las Vegas to visit a very good friend of mine that I've known since we were 9. She was actually my maid of honor and my son's godmother, and we hadn't seen each other in a while, although we talk. So it was so nice to see her. I got to go to a chocolate factory while I'm in Vegas, which is one of my favorite things to do. So it was a very relaxing time, even though it was a quick weekend. Overall, it was a very relaxing weekend, and that was my win. I needed that. So got back into the office this week, and my company is still in the middle of doing the September financial close. So it's kind of crazy and chaotic, but it was a well-needed respite over the weekend. And I got to, anytime that I can pull together all of the things that, my passions, the chocolate, the travel, and she's like family to me, that is a win, most definitely. So Robert, you got anything?
I don't know if I can say a win. I guess it's a win. I was Big Brothers Big Sisters. I think I told you, but did I tell you about that?
Do share. Okay.
Well, with the 100, when I do my mentoring, Big Brothers Big Sisters is gonna recognize me for one of their volunteer awards for their program, and so for the partnership with them that I had with them. So they call it I have to pull up and read it exactly. So it's recognized someone that's not a Big Brothers Big Sisters, not part of the program, but partner with them that does a lot in their space, because I use their space and I use their students with my program, and some of the students in my program, and make the impact. I've been dealing with them for the past 3 years, and they want to recognize me with this award.
Awesome.
So.
Congratulations. And I like just in what you're explaining there, it's through a partnership with an organization that you don't necessarily directly belong to, but have worked alongside. And that's what we're doing in our business networking all the time.
Mhm.
We are partnering with each other, connecting each other, trying to help people and make good happen. So again, congratulations, Robert. Good,
Thank
good.
you.
Robert, how do you have any idea how many of those people are recognized? That's probably not a lot, right?
They recognize one person a year for
Oh
this
my gosh. Okay.
for this award. I can read it exactly verbatim what she said. She called me. She sent me over why they're doing it. I can probably read it so you can see
Yeah.
what she's saying here. You say you don't make enough pictures. I said I don't make a picture right now. We are honored to recognize you for the Kathy Corners Volunteer of the Year Award. This award was established in memory of or honor of Kathy Corners, a dedicated volunteer at Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Indiana who volunteer in the agency office to support our mission. This is a special award for the Big Brothers Big Sisters, and one that gives us a chance to recognize dedicated volunteers who are not supporting youth in ways other than Big Brothers Big Sisters in our program. Her parents, Carolyn, they will be there as well when they recognize me. So we're excited to give honor to you for all you do as a volunteer with the 100 and the ways that connect Big Brothers Big Sisters through the partnership together.
Wow. Congratulations.
Super awesome. Keep doing good stuff there, Robert.
And did you see him when you were asking about his good news or his new and good or his wins? And he was well, I guess yes, that's a big win. My gosh. That's really exciting, Robert. I'm very happy. I mean, you don't care if I'm happy. We're very happy for you. But
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just do what I do. That's all.
Which is a lot, it sounds like. So
awesome. All righty. Next, I always love to ask Jennifer to give us the updates of what's going on with TTR networking. So Jennifer, you got some good info for us?
Yes, we actually have quite a bit going on, and I'm sending out emails even as we speak. We have the new website, which I think everybody probably has maybe fussed around with a little bit. And we are, now that I'm back from my training, hopefully we'll get some information stuff. I know there's some people who've gone out and done things, but just please log in. You're going to have to set up your own password. You want to go in and say forgot password and do all that stuff and talk to, reach out. I can help you with that. But we're literally, we have events coming up very quickly. We have not next week, but the week after, we have our that's going to be almost the end of the month already. I mean, it just goes by so fast. Dawn, Nicole is looking for the link. Can you send it to her for the meeting? Nicole wants to jump on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You able to do that? Well, she just messaged me. Anyway, so we have the week, I think it's the week after next. That is when we have, I may be missing a few days in there, but on the 26th of October, we actually have our big birthday party and website celebration, and everything else is at Pinheads, and that is on October 26th, which is a Thursday. And if you haven't seen that information, I did send out an email today to everyone on our contact list. So check your spam. I'm seeing it going to spam all over the place. But that is on the 26th. That's a Thursday. The day before, we are also doing a collaborative event with InspireSmall.biz and Whiteboard Learning. And that is at Launch Fishers. That's Wednesday, October 25th from 3 to 6. And that is kind of a cool, I mean, all these events are cool, but that event, they are actually, I think Sun King is from or 4-Day Ray or whatever they're doing Sun King, but 4-Day Ray is sponsoring. It's kind of it's funny because Ryan was saying, well, should we tell people that there's going to be alcohol? I'm not sure that's a good answer to, is that the reason you come to the event? But if it makes a difference, guess what? We're having alcohol. So that's on the Wednesday. So the 25th is at Launch Fishers. The 26th is at Pinheads. That's our event. And it's open to everybody. So if you know somebody, we've got the link all over. I know Nicole's been posting it all over. And then on Friday, the 27th, we actually have our open networking at the Haverstick that we have every month. And I decided we're going to have it, even though we'll have such a busy couple days in there. And then going into November, and this is open to everybody and anybody. November, we have on the 14th of November, we have a visitor day for our Biz Builders group, which is they meet at the Meridian Title in Fishers. It's on 116th, and when you go in to register, it's there. But so we have quite a bit coming up that week, and I just appreciate everybody. If you, I had a member today who reached out and said, I've been kind of farting around. I don't think he said farting around, but I kind of been working on my website stuff, or the website stuff, and he was asking me some questions. The way the website is set up is literally, if you don't have a credit card on file, it is not going to let you do anything on the website until you go in and do that. That's just the way it's set up. We've had, you know, the referral runway has been wonderful, but it was a third or a second or fourth step, whatever it was in your so it was always kind of a problem. The way this website is set up with all the little bells and whistles, it just won't let you do much at all unless it has that. And, you know, if you have an issue, if it's somehow trying to take, you know, because we've just made the switch, we're transitioning, let me know. I mean, we'll get it figured out so that it's, you know, I want everybody to be able to access everything. So just don't, you know, don't get all frustrated. If you do get frustrated, reach out. Don't even get frustrated. Just say, I don't know what I'm doing, and reach out to me. Or Dawn knows, she's done hers. I know, I don't know if Nicole's on here now, but you know, a bunch of us have done it. It's just something, like everything, there's a little learning curve, but just don't get, you know, flustered and give up. There's so much that we can do with this new website, and I'm sure we're going to be learning things as we go. But anyway, Dawn, lots of stuff coming up, and before we know it, we'll be doing Thanksgiving and Christmas events. Unbelievable. But anyway, there we go.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. There's really a lot going on, and I mentioned to the collaborators in my follow-up email, you know, whether you really like this virtual connection because it's very comfortable and we can do this from our homes or offices and just log in, or whether you like the in-person, being able to shake a hand and exchange a business card, whatever. TTR Networking has all of those opportunities, a wide range of opportunities for us to network with different people, meet new faces, share some wonderful information. So stay plugged in on the website, follow us on social media, and if you have any questions, there's a bunch of us here who are happy to answer and respond. So don't miss out on any of the fun, the connections. Don't miss out on the opportunity to get your company, your brand out there so that others can see you and help grow your business. Okay. Let's see. I know CB is in the car and maybe in the midst of transporting. So CB, I'm gonna invite you to if you are ready. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Sure.
Yay.
How we doing, everybody? I'm CB Bjork, and I am Ascension Imaging Studio. We do headshots, portraits, seniors, branding, marketing, all sorts of different photography needs for businesses. And right now, basically, is the time to be looking forward to 2024 and what you're planning for the end of the year or the beginning of next. And with the marketing, the different marketing stuff, if you have ideas, photography is a great way to do different things and to capture different things. And a lot of marketing, especially with social media now, is visual. You want to post with an image. And there's all sorts of fun things we can come up with to set you apart from different businesses in your area. So you can call or text. I'll put my information in the chat line. But yeah, just let me know. I'm always happy to explore new ideas and new thoughts and go from there.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, CB. Do we have any questions for CB Bjork and Ascension Photography?
Can I just say really quickly that when I know Nicole was not on, but when CB started his win for the week or his, his win, and I was just thinking about that. How refreshing to have somebody who I can only imagine that being your spouse or something, CB, you would just be such a breath of fresh air all the time, Okay, so that didn't go so well, but what did we learn from this experience? I can only imagine how cool that is. So thank you for bringing that, bringing that whole element to the platform. Not that Dawn's depressing or anything, because she's not, because she probably would say something very similar, but it's really nice to hear somebody that's out there and has that attitude. I know Catherine does too. So I know it's both of you guys. So thank you for bringing that to the platform. I appreciate it very much. This day and age, we need it. You know it?
Oh, very true.
Really, it makes a difference.
Any other questions for CB?
I need to connect with you again, CB, but I need like all three of your services. I need photos. I need you to tell me about my life, and I need your wife to tell me about my dog's life. So I need you.
Just think about that. That'd be such a great thing. Get together. You're going to cover all these bases.
I'm coming to see you, CB. You have been on my mind all weekend, and I don't know if you could even realize it or not. You probably did. You probably knew already.
Yeah, it can get a little weird sometimes, I will admit. I'm not even going to go into the stories, but needless to say, yeah, if there's a good time like Friday afternoon or over the weekend, yeah, just let me know, and we can set up time or whatever and go from there.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. And for those who may be listening to the recording and not familiar, CB, in addition to being an awesome photographer, is also a psychic medium. Is that the appropriate?
I'm a psychic medium and author, and I work with tarot, Akashic records, and mediumship. My wife, the crazy red-haired lady, Catherine Brajas Bjork, she is a medium and an animal communicator, and she's also a Reiki master. But we work in the metaphysical fields as well. So there's a lot of different things that we do, and we're happy to work and help and do what we can to help others.
Wonderful. And I tell you, everybody who's listening, we are not just masters of one realm, one profession. We are actually, you know, a group of multi-talented individuals, and I invite you to show up and represent your whole selves. And surely there are various ways that we can help and share with each other. So thanks for sharing all of that, CB. Much appreciated. Next, I would like to invite Robert Hailey. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. Robert Hailey with Old National Bank, Community Development Loan Officer, Mortgage Loan Officer. Specialized, focus mostly on first-time home buyers. Do that, but I can do loans, all loans, no matter what loan it is, no matter what state you're in. Been doing this business over 25 years. Definitely a wealth of knowledge in that sense. Really a holistic approach to a client to help them to understand what they're trying to do. And most importantly, be more knowledgeable going forward. So, again, any particular person looking for anybody that's looking to be a homeowner or needs to do a consult or want to understand, or just needs some training or understanding of what needs to be. My goal is to help folks to really achieve their goals of housing wealth to home ownership itself, to home ownership itself. So that is my goal. I do every day. Look forward to doing it every day and enjoy doing it every day. Again, Robert Hailey, Old National Bank.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have any questions for Robert Hailey this evening?
I've had some realtors saying that the market is starting to seem like it's, I don't want to say the wrong words because I know it's still out of the ordinary, Robert, but are you seeing changes that are encouraging, or are you thinking that it's I don't want to sound silly, but like it's going to get worse before it gets better?
Well, the market is fluid in a sense that, yeah, it makes it tight for folks that are looking for a deal. There's no deals out here, just as those who really want to be a homeowner, the market is for you to do so. And they're looking for rates that was 2 years ago, or
Right.
rates are still decent because they're not rates. If you remember back in the day, rates were 22%. We don't have those. So we're about, in this market now, we're about 7.5, 7 in that range. Still decent, but those who are looking to be a homeowner, you could get in the market while it's good, because now you and the seller can now negotiate a fair market price for their home, versus before you had multiple offers on a home and you were not going to win those wars. So if you're trying to buy a house now, go ahead and find it. They're there. So there's homes out there, just that you can't. You're looking for a bargain price deal. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess the one that had made the comment, he said there was a contingency offer, and he said he hasn't seen many of those lately. He said a lot of them, they're just that, that he just didn't see that, so he felt encouraged about it. So I hope so. I mean, I guess people like you that have been doing it for a while and have laid the right foundation, you're in it for the duration. I know I know you're not a realtor, Robert, but I'm just saying a lot of the realtors that have found us are not anywhere to be found now.
Right.
I don't know if it makes sense. They've fallen off the planet. Yeah,
transactional people are not going to be around because you're looking for the next deal. Well, these deals now, you have to take time to spend some time with a person, get to know them and really earn their business. And you're not going to have 4 or 5 people lining up to sell houses or buy a house, because it's not there. You have to now. Those who still in the game and in here are dedicated to making things work.
Yeah. Well, thank you for what you do. For sure.
Let's see. Feel free to put your contact information into the meeting chat. As always, I remind folks in the follow-up notes to this meeting and when I post a recording of our meetings on social media, I love to include the contact list. So if anybody wants to, they have the information there at their fingertips to be able to reach out. So thank you for that. Next, I'd like to invite Kimberly Goode. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I am. Hello, I am Kimberly Goode with Goode Business Solutions, and we do bookkeeping and payroll. And right now, I've actually had somebody reach out to me about taxes that are due in 5 days.
Oh my
God. So I was like, I mean, I'm not doing taxes, but so yes, there are still people out there that have not filed and are not paying attention to the extension. So I am really looking for people that may have fallen behind but want to catch up and are really excited about the next year and goals and going forward and growing a successful business where we can get all of these things wrapped up for them and off their plate and move forward. We do have a free 12-week course right now for people that are behind that want to get their bookkeeping caught up. It is really a program that is just it's guidance. It's going to tell them, okay, do this. And it takes it in small chunks, because when somebody's like, okay, I've got a whole year of bookkeeping to do, I'm going to sit down and do it. Well, 30 minutes into it, they're done. Like, they're done. So it's this 12-week thing is, if we go for 12 weeks, then, we take a little bit at a time. Maybe the first week is just get your stuff together, get all your transactions, get all your paperwork, all your bank statements, your receipts, that's all you do. Just put that in a pile. That's it. And then walk away from it. And then the next week, you got a little bit more, you get a little bit more. And if you're spending like about an hour on it each week, you get it done. And it's not so overwhelming. So anyway, so that is something that we're offering. And yeah, and just getting people caught up so that we go into 2024 with a, organized and goal-oriented mindset that we're going forward, not wrapping up the back end. So that's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Kim. I think I said it last week and I just have to reiterate it again. One of the biggest hindrances of small businesses being able to consistently grow and remain a going concern is managing the financials. They have a passion for what they do and they know the process of how to do the business. They just don't necessarily know and commit to the process of managing the financial aspects. So for you to assist them so that they can survive and continue as a going concern is really a big deal. So thanks for all that you do, Kim.
Thank you. I like it.
Are there any questions or comments for Kimberly Goode?
I have
Kimber-
one. Oh, sorry.
Go, Nicole. Go.
I'm sorry. Well, nice to meet you, Kimberly. I've heard about you joining and and everything, and I'm just so excited to say hi and see everybody. I wanted to ask about your course. Is it a live course or is it a digital online course, like self-paced?
It's a texting, like it's text messages. So
that's cool.
When we were doing lives, I wasn't getting the people to jump on and participate. Yeah. So instead of doing email communication, we're doing texting because people are more likely to read that. So when they get their text message of what they need to do that week, they are completely able to text us back if they have any questions or set up an appointment with us. So if they're like, I'm just not understanding what you need or not what I need, but like, I'm not understanding what to do at this point. I'm stuck. Help me out here. They can text us back, and then we can answer it via text, or if they'd like to set up an appointment, we can do that too, just to keep guiding them, just to get to the end.
That is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I love that.
Awesome. Any other questions or comments for Kim?
No, I was just going to ask really quick, Kim. I know you've got a zillion things you're probably doing, but just confirm for me, I did make the connection with you and Lisa, right? Lisa Bowers. I think she's on vacation. So you may hear from her when she is back, but I thought I did an email, but I can't remember.
And you did, and then she reached out and said for me to, she did say, I think she did go on vacation, but she reached out and said to just jump on her schedule. So when I went on her schedule, I think there's a problem on her scheduler because none of her appointments were available. But so
well, that doesn't help you much.
That might be because she's on vacation. So so I will revisit that with Lisa. But yeah, we had talked, Lisa and
okay. Good. Well, I don't know, and it's not a big deal. It could be a big deal for both of you guys, I suppose, but I'm just saying she was eager to chat, so hopefully it'll work.
Assistant, right?
She's a virtual assistant. She does do bookkeeping, but that is not the main part of her business.
Yeah.
She does it for us, Kim, and that's why I wanted, I thought it would be good for you to connect with her. And she was extremely excited to connect with you because I don't think she has as much time to do the bookkeeping as she did when she started. So she's getting referrals that could be potentially, sent your way. I mean, I don't want to speak for her. I don't know, but I know she said she loves to talk to bookkeepers.
Yes, I would love to talk to her. So I think what I'll do is, now that you've put it at the forefront of my mind, I'm going to reach out to her and, well, I'm going to go back and see if there's anything on her schedule now. But if there's not, I'm going to send her my schedule link and ask her to use that. So,
yeah. And she may obviously she may not know. And I think she has been on vacation. She and I did have a meeting scheduled this week, but I changed it because I'm not, it doesn't matter. But the reality is that she may just not have known that her thing wasn't working either. So
what's her last name?
Bowers, Bowers.
Okay. All right. I'm going to look.
And I'm not checking up on you at all. I just want to make sure. Sometimes I forget, and I probably could hunt it down, but I intended to get that done last week. So I think it's out there. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad you at least connected on, it'll eventually happen.
Yep. Sometimes they take time. We realize that.
They do. Very much.
I can schedule here. So I'm on Office Allies LLC. So I'll go ahead and make an appointment with her right now.
Cool. Well, and I just, good people meeting good people is really what I would just want that to happen. So thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Kim, I know you mentioned that you do not do taxes. Do you have a good person that you often refer clients to for taxes?
I do have somebody here in Louisville that I refer to, but I love meeting CPAs all over the place because now this guy does do taxes in other states, but I think that sometimes people are more comfortable with using a tax preparer in their own state. And so I like to meet people that I can refer to in other states.
Okay.
So, this is the problem I was having. Every time I click on book on her site, it says missing information and nothing's missing. So I will revisit this with her.
Yeah.
So she does have available times. I just, every time I click on book, it says I can't. So I'll connect with her, because that's
Okay.
where I got stuck. It's
Okay. And that's all we can do, you know. You can. Thank you.
All righty. Let's see. It's my pleasure to introduce Nicole Williams, who is visiting with Collaborating Connections tonight. She is a fellow TTR Networking board member. She's just an all-around wonderful person, and she's the inspiration that got me started in my chocolate blog. So with all that,
So sweet.
with all that being said, Nicole, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me and having me. And it's just so wonderful to meet Kimberly and see everybody. So I am Nicole Williams, and I am the founder of Start Your Blog Online, where I offer simple marketing solutions. And I'd love to help the entrepreneurs, small business owners, and with a blog. It is such an amazing platform that you could use to engage with potential clients or your clients. My big focus is on Facebook groups, and whether it's a Facebook page or a Facebook group, something to help when you meet somebody out and about, or a prospective client, you can drive them to the Facebook, and they can learn a little bit about you. Primarily blogs. It could be anything from like a social media post. It could be the traditional where you have your whole website, but it's all about being creative about engaging with your people. And I have the honor of helping my clients do that. And I just to compliment CB earlier, where he had talked about the images. Think about what some people prefer words over images, but his beautiful images, just to find and help create a few words, that help explain what like their targets and what where they're going for with the images. So I'm so honored to get to do that with TTR Networking and help Jennifer. We do a lot of events, a lot of the events coming up, and just kind of we get to celebrate clients and just help them find their voices and about their personal brand. And I get to be that listener. I do a lot of one-on-ones and hear about what as I did with Jennifer Johnson over there. Don has Jennifer Johnson in the but it's neat. I like to just to kind of sit and listen for a little bit and just kind of hear the passion and see when your eyes sparkle, and when those are like the nuggets. Those are and then I get to kind of work with folks and help them kind of enhance their personal brands so they reach their ideal clients. And I do have right now my website is under construction. So and it's really cool because something else I recommend is Linktree. I don't know if everybody has used Linktree, but it is just a wonderful way to market yourself. A big thing with the blogs are offering value to clients, which I love that Kimberly had that she offered that 12-week, and especially how you do it through the text messages. I love that. But I can share my Linktree. It has I'm trying to see what the exact, what do I have? I have my 5 essentials checklist to help you start your blog online before you invest in a website. And I need to really update that, y'all, because you don't need a website. Some of us, so you could just do it through a post of information, a post of an article. Dawn does a wonderful job with that, sharing her delicious chocolate treats and facts, and she'll go to festivals. And I'm sorry, I'm rambling, aren't I? But she goes to festivals and she takes us with her, because we get to see them and everything. So I'm going to drop my Linktree link in there. And just, if you're interested or know somebody who's interested, I'd love to chat with y'all girl and just kind of learn about, what you're in, what you do, how I can help you do it better. And Kimberly, I'd love to have a one-on-one, even a Zoom with you and just learn a little bit more about you. And CB, I don't know if you and I have ever had a one-on-one Zoom. I know I've chatted with Miss Catherine, crazy red-haired lady, a lot, but I want to let you know that too. I don't think we've done a Zoom yet.
Yeah, I should probably reach out to you. I have a photography technique, a trick that's kind of old school that people ask me to kind of demonstrate. So it'd make a TikTok or a great Instagram or something where I'm doing a video on it, like a little mini blog. So, yep.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me and your wonderful introduction. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you.
You are more than welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are there any questions or comments for Nicole Williams?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nicole.
Yes.
Indianapolis.
You what?
Do you live in Indianapolis?
Yes, I live in Westfield, north, about a half hour.
Did you used to live in Louisville?
Oh my God, yes, I was gonna say. You know somebody. I've got goosebumps. Who?
Our kids went to preschool together.
Wow.
Went to school together. You and I
Kimberly, are you my pampered chef gal? Are you pampered chef? Did you?
I did.
You did not. Oh my gosh. We just talked about this story.
Taylor and I came up to visit you.
Something on the bed and something really bad happened. Oh,
you fell off the bed.
This is amazing.
Oh my gosh. Jennifer, you're gonna think we're nuts.
Me to cry, you guys. She was talking and it smacked me in the face. I was like,
oh my God.
Oh, I have
Oh,
almost 20 years.
it happened. Oh my word. We have to talk like tonight. We get on.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Wait till my girls here. They are not gonna believe it. They are just not.
Think about this, people. This is the most. I thought you were going to come up with something, Kim, that was not going to be Nicole, but then I was like, well, wait a minute. She did live in Louisville, Kentucky.
Our daughters went to the daycare on Hurstbourne Lane together.
Yes.
And Nicole and I met at a birthday party for a little girl in Ireland.
The little girl that sucked the pacifier.
What about you over these years? So many times.
Oh my God.
I have cold chills right now.
Me too. Dearest friend, Pampered Chef gal. Oh my gosh, you changed my life with the Pampered Chef and the best parties. The best parties. Oh my God.
Okay, the only thing is that she helps me. She can't. You can't steal her away. No, she can definitely help you. I'm joking. Kim, I'm excited for that. See, I've been talking about Kim, Nicole.
You have. I know. I kept thinking, I got in Louisville. I wonder if we know any of the same folks. Oh my gosh. Isn't that something? Isn't that just amazing? I have to brag on Miss Jennifer. Jennifer was one of the first folks I met up here in like 2007-ish. I want to say, because when I met you, I was married K lady.
Yep.
And then Tupperware. And I had at the farmers market in Noblesville up here, like one time a month, they'd allow any vendor to come in. And so I did it one Saturday a month, and Jennifer visited, and just amazing. And like for like the next 12 years, we would run into crazy places. You couldn't plan these places we would run in, but it was like, oh yeah, let's be friends on Facebook. Let's be friends on LinkedIn. We need to, get something to drink, or something. And finally we solidified it right before COVID. So, oh my word. Oh my God.
It all circles back this is so much more than business connections and referrals. This is the relationship theme of, the basis. This is over 20 years ago you met and you remembered each other and reconnected. When Nicole met Jennifer years and years ago, but they met again and collaborated and connected. And that's what's so great about what we do. How we can, reestablish relationships and build
Aw.
these helpful friendships. This is awesome. I'm excited for you all.
I am too, because that just, you know what? When I met Kimberly at the
Haverstick meeting.
Haverstick, I just remember thinking, okay, this is not just it's just kind of weird because I've always felt that way about Nicole. This is not just some connection. This is a really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't, and I guess CB would probably have some comments about that. But anyway, it's just, I knew something was different. So I'm excited that I can't even believe that. We're going to have to write that up and put that on the website.
Right?
Unbelievable.
Wow.
How exciting. You guys better make sure you connect so you can talk more.
Absolutely. Yes.
Excitement. I'm happy for you. Okay, I'll quit talking. All right, bye.
No, it's your turn, Jennifer.
Well, I'm just going to say, I don't even need to say anything. There is your proof this works. But that is really unusual. I don't know that we've ever had that happen. But that is really, really, really cool. So I'm excited. You ladies, there is something that happens out there, and I'm sure that CB could tell us about the energy and all the kind of stuff like that. But there are just some people you meet and you just, what did Catherine say? You meet whatever. It goes back to a reason or a lifetime
a reason, a season,
or a lifetime.
or a lifetime.
Yes, or lifetime.
Yes.
That's why people are in your life. And sometimes when they come back around, there's a reason why they come back around, and they're meant to be there for things. And so it's just trusting that the why and everything and letting it happen. So it's awesome.
Thank you, CB. And that is exactly, I guess, I don't know, guys. I mean, I've never seen it happen quite like that. I'm extremely excited for you. But I'm also kind of, I would just say, I think we all know when there's something special going on, or when you should just say, well, maybe not a good connection. But we try to offer a weekly opportunity to get to know people. And I'm even more about, I want our whole network to meet, and we're working on different events. And yes, prior to COVID, we were doing some things that we haven't gotten back to. And I'm not sure that we will, because some things have changed. I mean, life has changed. And I'm not saying it like we're not gonna we have a lot of events coming up. We've evolved and, morphed and, but I guess I would just say, who do you know that's out there that, you believe in them? They don't have to be a seasoned, professional for years and years. If they've started a new business and they just don't know what this whole networking thing is about, I think we're a very safe place for them to start. Or to grow with us and be here forever. I mean, as long as we're here, I feel very confident that if you come in with the right mindset, that this kind of thing can really work well for you. So I guess I just say, please, as you're about your day, who's out there that maybe would, make a good addition, or at least have them visit. Sometimes people don't have any clue, and they come and they visit a couple times and they get a feel, and that's all it takes. And sometimes people come and visit and it's not what they want, and that's fine. We'd rather know that, and it's better for them to know this isn't it. There have been so many people. I know we're getting very low on time, Dawn. I don't want to keep talking, but there've been a lot of people along the way. And I think every member of this group probably have had clients, excuse me, or prospects that you thought were a perfect fit for what you were going to do, help them with, and they couldn't see it. And some people, you can lead them to water, but you can't make them drink. I mean, literally. We'll keep trying to perfect it a little bit more, or trying to come up with different ideas. But the best referrals for this kind of networking are you guys. I mean, the best, you invite your people in, who do you know? And obviously Kim is from Kentucky. So we got people from other states. It doesn't have to be here. Obviously, they're going to want to be able to work virtually if that's the case. But anyway, I don't want to go down that. It's just, who do you know that needs this? And if they can log into Zoom, we'd love to have them come and visit. It might be that they jump on this call and then they find out that it would work better for them to be in another one of our groups. But this is the way it starts. And who knows, 20 years down the road, you might run into somebody you met many years ago, or what, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting twist. So yes, thank you, Dawn. I'll quit talking. There you go.
Thank you, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
That's it. This is what we do and why we do it. Before I introduce myself, I want to talk about some of our other members who aren't able to be on the call here tonight. First, we have Nancy Vesley with IHC Health Insurance Options. She has insurance options that cover that are supplements to help cover high premiums on some health insurance. She offers various Medicare options. And now that we're into October and coming up on November, this is the season to start thinking about your healthcare plans for 2024. So if you need a knowledgeable, reliable somebody to talk to figure out those options, Nancy Vesley is an excellent resource. Carol Blackman is a realtor with eXp Realty. She is not able to be here tonight because she is flying to Florida for a closing. Yay, Carol. Carol actually is licensed to do real estate here in Indiana and in Florida. So that gives her a lot of flexibility to be able to help individuals who may be snowbirds and looking for a place during the winter in a warm climate. Folks who are relocating either here or there, buying or selling. Carol Blackman has years and years of experience, and she really loves to help and to go above and beyond to assist her clients. So if you have any realty needs, home buying, home selling needs, Carol Blackman is an excellent resource. We also we spoke at the top of the hour about our brand new member, Skylar Hughes with Connor Insurance. And Skylar is working on quotes for auto and home insurance. And he's with an excellent agency, Connor Insurance Agency. They are not captive, so that they have access to various insurers that can meet various needs for clientele. So if you're interested in shopping that home insurance, auto insurance, looking for better options, better rates, contact Skylar Hughes. And lastly, Robert Bonjour, who is our TTR Networking Global Partner. He is with Offset Printing. So if you have printing needs, whether that is a flyer, a brochure, a book, contact Robert Bonjour at Offset Printing. Okay, I know it says Jennifer Johnson in my box, but my name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I have loved leading this group for the past 6 years. My company is Spa Travel. We are all about relaxed adventure. So whatever type of travel you enjoy, whether that is domestic or international travel, cruises, all-inclusive resorts, family fun getaway, an educational group going abroad, whatever, spa travel is happy to help. I don't do the last minute travel plans and price shopping. I really love to help individuals, families, groups have wonderful, memorable travel experiences. So I listen to their needs, budget wise, location wise, what it is they want to do, and prepare a proposal of some options to best fit what they enjoy doing. It takes a little while, but it's well worth it. And everybody wants to have a stress-free, stressless type of getaway. So if you or anybody you know is interested in traveling, give me a holler. Spa Travel. Additionally, I mentioned that I have worked with Nicole Williams in developing my own blog, and I happen to have a passion for chocolate, and Cheerful Chocolate Spirit is the blog that I kicked off about a year ago. It is all about the love of chocolate, the enjoyment, sometimes the decadence, the fun, the comfort that I have found in chocolate. And although I was diagnosed diabetic, I have found ways to be able to still enjoy chocolate in a very healthy manner. So I share the healthy chocolates, the wonderful recipes, the decadent pictures, the poetry, and just my experiences of loving and enjoying chocolate. If you're at all interested, please look me up on Facebook on Cheerful Chocolate Spirit. That's about it for me. If anybody has any questions or comments, I'd be happy to address. Excuse me. Okay. And if there are no questions or comments, I did mention at the top of our meeting that we are in the month of October. So our October theme is out of the box marketing. I was hoping that everybody might share something that's a little bit different, off the beaten path, something that they've utilized and that they found a win in, even if it wasn't the most beneficial marketing opportunity. It was something that they learned from. So I want to open the floor and give the opportunity for anybody to talk about their out-of-the-box marketing experience.
And Dawn, you're I am very, just real quick, to give some people some ideas what we're kind of talking about. Maybe you didn't do it yourself, maybe somebody else did it. I'm just putting it out there because there's and I might have mentioned it last week. There's an Oprah Winfrey. No, I'm sorry. There's an article that's called Buzz or Bust. And I always think of Oprah Winfrey because she gave all these cars away. Remember, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. So that was really out of the box. But what happened was it ended up kind of being a bust, even though it was a buzz to start. So buzz is good, bust is bad. So bust was what happened was, I think it cost like $7,000 for the car's taxes. And I think there was a big uproar about the fact that that was, everybody was gonna, I don't think the people ended up having to pay it. I think that GM took care of it or something. It wasn't Oprah, but just, have you ever heard of something like that out of the box marketing? I mean, in Dawn's question, I think she's asking more for things that were successful. But I've been thinking, there's so many things people are doing out there that are kind of different. And that just kind of gives you an idea of, some of the crazy things. If you go out and look on the internet for crazy things people have done, honestly, CB may have learned some stuff on Saturday night, but Saturday night's event, if you caught what he was going to do, or what he was doing, what they were doing. I mean, that was really creative, in my opinion, that, had we had, maybe we should have done a little more to help promote it. I know it was on TTR, but basically it was the ghosted thing, right? So, I mean, what a great idea. It's just maybe, I know he said it wasn't a loss, but it was a learning experience. So, I mean, what have you done that's been in the realm
What
of?
is this ghosted thing? I missed that. What
It's
did CB do?
yeah. Talk about. Is he there, CB?
Yeah, I'm still here. It's what it is basically, I guess in the simplest term, is I use an old school photography trick of a long exposure, and you're there for part of the exposure and you're not there for the other part. And so what it looks like is you're a ghost. You can see right through you.
Wow.
And so there, just off the top of my head, it's a great way to market yourself, because it's unique, nobody sees it, but at the same time, you're there, you're not there. And so if you have insurance, I'm the agent who's there but you don't really see, for example. It's photography. Like I said, it's a great way to get different ideas across, and to go with the different idea. The one that I've seen is people posting pictures upside down.
Oh.
And then when people reach out and like, hey, your image is upside down or whatever, then you have an immediate opportunity for contact, and like, well, wow, thank you for reaching out, letting me know that. By the way, do you have a need for blank? And fill in your service here, because it's something that's different, it's unique, there's all sorts of things that you can do with stuff. And like I say, everything is image based anymore. So the more you can do with imagery, photography, the more you're going to stand out, the more you're going to draw an eye, the more you're going to have an opportunity for that. So yeah, there's if you go back on the TTR site, you'll see a little post I did. You'll notice Catherine with her red hair. She just kind of looks like a floating face sitting there. There's also ones of Chase sitting there, and you can kind of see the bricks through him, stuff like that. So there's just a lot of neat things you can do.
Awesome. Thank you.
And see, I would think, what a great combination to be a photographer and the stuff that you guys do. But you said that when you said your intro, CB, about you've got some really great ideas and you can help people do some real cool things. And I mean, that was one. But I mean, going back to Dawn's question, and I know time's up, but what creative things have you done, or have you ever, and if you haven't, maybe our groups, or our group here, is something that maybe in a future meeting, if not tonight, we could actually give you some ideas, or CB could, for sure, of things he could do. And I'm sure Dawn could do it as well. But there, right now, honestly, I'll say real quick. So I might have said this last week. In this crazy world that we're all living in, some of our groups have had conversations about out of the box marketing is almost just being who you are, being transparent, being your whole self, Dawn, exactly what you said, bringing your whole self to the meetings and doing what you say you're going to do. And if you make a mistake, or you whatever, it's not a lot, it's a learning thing, but being completely upfront and honest and all of those things is kind of out of the box. I mean, because people are getting marketed to so much by automated systems and all these things, that they need that human touch, and it's so easy to say, but to actually follow through takes an exceptional professional to do it. I really feel, I don't know if you guys are following my whole train of thought there, but out of the box is almost being what we all, I think is in the box, but out of the box is actually being completely honest and upfront. And if you don't know you know, then you go out and you figure it out and you do the best for your client. And who knows, 20 years later, you might meet them on a Zoom call and they remember you fondly. I mean, you just never know. It's very sorry.
No, that's great. You know,
I-
when I
Go
think out of the box from, you know, my business realms, is, and bringing my whole self into it is, you know, when I can send people on a trip and, you know, tell them about, you know, the chocolates from that geographic location, or encourage them to write a blog about their trip experience while they're there, that remains memorable for them. If they have the opportunity to make those family contacts, that genealogy type of connection, there are so many things that I can share with people beyond just the detail of, you know, the trip, the travel. And I'm looking for ways to pull all of that together in a package that's desirable to my travel clients. So I don't want to be just the average Joe Blow travel agent that just books it for them. Okay, you know, here's your package, have fun. I want to add value in the way that I interact with my travel clients. So I'm looking for those creative, out of the box ways to be able to do that. And I think each one of us in our industries can look at and understand our job, our business, and what we do, but think of ways to add value to our clients by doing some things that are out of the norm, unscripted, a little bit different than the next professional in that same field, that their clientele will actually, you know, it might surprise them, but at the same time, they're like, wow, that's different. Huh, I try that. Huh, I'm intrigued. So that's where we need to expand our mindsets and think about, well, what does that look like? And let's try it. It may be a learning experience. It may not work out perfectly the way that we designed it in our mind, but if we can continue to tweak it and make it better and create a success strategy out of it, that's where the win belongs. That's the good that comes out of it. So
Absolutely.
any other comments before we close it out tonight? Okay. Well, again, thank you all for being here, for showing up, being present, and being a part of this wonderful discussion, this wonderful reunion of 20-year-old friends of business managers and owners that want to do good, want to improve themselves and the world around us. So keep doing your best out there. Keep a smile on your face. And I look forward to seeing all of you all next week on Collaborating Connections. Take
Thank
care.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good to see everybody. Bye.